Hello. I thought I would add a bit of a video as part of the blog this week because my hands get very tired, even though I'm a quick typer from my secretarial days. I thought I would sort of talk this one. And it's been a prevalent conversation that goes around Garforth all of the time, and it's parking. Yes, it's an issue. And it will be an issue for a long while. It's not going to happen overnight where somebody from the council gives us lots of money and says, yeah, I can see the issues. You've got Church Lane problem, by the train station problem. And we've had this conversation before, and I've typed information on the blog about the parking and people moaning about the train station car parking. But it's not just the train station as well as Church Lane. It's Main Street and the parking, and that we don't have enough room. And I could go on. We've all got the same opinion that it's a bit of a pain. However, a lot of people have perceptions that Main Street's struggling. It's not. Yes, some businesses could do better, like every high street, but it's not struggling. And people who tend to make these rumours or perceptions about that Garforth will never be great, Garforth can't be as it was, I can't go down to Main Street, blah, 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 blah. It tends to be the people that don't shop anyway, to be fair. Yes, it can be a pain, and I know more than anybody probably, apart from the shop owners or trade owners, because I spend a lot of time on Main Street as well as around Garforth looking and talking to businesses all of the time. And sometimes I have to wait for a car park, but it's all about the insight of, well, I know if I'm going to be an hour and a half or less, I'll go and park behind the greengrocers, because more often than not I'll get a space there, and more often than not I'm never more than an hour and a half. If I am going to be longer, then I will choose to go down to Barley Hill car park. If I can't get in behind La Bella Vita, I go further down to where the park is. Yes, I know, since Wetherspoons has opened, we have an influx of more traffic, therefore people are being sensible and parking down there, and some staff, I believe, from traders have also are up parking up there to alleviate some traffic for their customers. And a few people have said, oh, you can't get there after 8 o'clock. Well, I've been a few times, and I can, and there's some times I've been, and you can't. And also, you know, if you can, park elsewhere and walk in a little bit. Not Church Lane, though. Don't park on Church Lane. But, you know, you can park further afield off Wakefield Road and then just walk through if need be. I'm not saying congest other streets with traffic, but if there's another, there is always an option. If you're going to be less than, I don't know, 10-15 minutes, then try, if you can, park on the front. It's there, whether people like it or not, whether people think it causes congestion. We can still park, and it's still free. Yes, it could do with short stay. Yes, it could do with the council giving us, like I said, loads of money to spend on it. But they haven't got any. And really, is it not our fault that... Are we not part of the creation, you know, that we have lots of cars, and the Garforth Main Street has been like it has from in the 60s with regards to parking, but we have more cars as more people are living in Garforth. You know, why don't we come up with a solution to help, rather than sit back moaning all the time about how bad it is and how we can't get down? And we can, but it's just alleviating that problem. Another couple of suggestions: speak to the people that you work with. Can you car share? Can you come in one car rather than 2 or 3 cars per shop? Can you walk to Main Street? We're not that big. Bit of exercise as well. Yeah, you might have to leave a bit earlier, but can you walk? Can you get the train in from East Garforth to Garforth and walk down? Could you get the bus in? We've got the 166 and the 163. It takes 5-10 minutes. Yeah, but it might cost a little bit of money, and it is a bit of a pain. But if it means that your shop or your business brings more footfall because people can park, then surely over time this will help. It's up to us as commuters and traders, really, of shops, to try and maybe do something between yourselves and try and come up with a solution, rather than sitting here in another year's time still having the same problem and waiting for the council or councillors to come and say, oh, here's some money that we haven't got from our short pockets to pay for more alterations in and around Main Street. It's not going to happen unless somebody knows something I don't. But we're part of the problem sometimes, and we also need to be part of the solution. There's no point going on and moaning about it. It is annoying. It's not having a massive impact unless you choose it to. You either go down some way or other and get there and support our local businesses. You chose to live here, so just help it. There's no point moaning about it. It's not going to change overnight. So let's try not carry it on for the next year and still be moaning about the same problem. We could have done something in this next year. So I just thought I would talk about it rather than write about it, because I can sort of not shout or rant, but be a bit more passionate about it. Think of, what we could do to help.